breaking. Italy's Prime Minister has slammed Donald Trump for comments he made about her at the G7 summit. The US president reportedly said Giorgia Meloni had begged him to take a picture with her, that she wanted it so badly.
Now, she hit back, saying that the story is completely made up, adding that there is one thing he should remember: neither I nor Italy ever beg. Let's bring in journalists Suzanne Mostyn and broadcaster Justin Smith. Good to see you both. Suze, she said, why on earth would he treat an ally like this?
Yeah, why are we not surprised, Mom? That's the greater question. I mean, this is the sort of language that we expect from Trump, but we should never, ever get used to it and accept it. We shouldn't be normalising this in the culture. He has a long, checkered history of denigrating women, of subjugating them, of trying to silence them. Remember the quiet, shh, quiet, piggy, quiet, calling women ugly, fat, stupid, lazy, darling, and walking out of an interview. He can't handle the pressure. He's intimidated by women. And he tries to take them down a peg or two. Remember when in the 2015 Republican debate when he insulted Megyn Kelly and said she was so angry, she was bleeding from her eyes, she was bleeding from wherever. And that awful hot mic moment when he actually said, you get so famous, you can grab them by the pussy. That was what he said, a direct quote caught on a hot mic, and he owned it. It's compensatory from a man who erects this massive UFC cage on the south lawn of the White House and then says, it's the biggest, it's the greatest, it's the best. I love Meloni for pushing back and saying this is unacceptable. I'm not begging to you. You lied.
Yeah, he's certainly got a track record here, particularly with women, but he is a bit of an equal opportunity offender here too, isn't he, Justin? I mean, anyone from that first White House administration, I'm talking Mike Pence, John Bolton, John Kelly, James Mathis, Mark Esper, Donald Trump leaves a wake of broken and offended people in it.
Yeah, he does, Roy. And look, what he has done, and the Italian PM is bang on here, and I love the sass from her, and from the whole country, to be honest. It's terrific. But what he's done is he uses people around him, he uses his enemies particularly well, but he uses the way he's been using allies to just either pump up his ego or for his own political gratification or just to score a very quick point is unbelievable. Look, I'd have to check my sources on this, but, in the past he has been full of it at times. That business with NATO when he said that the troops weren't on the front line, I mean, that was just offensive beyond belief. And I guess here's the thing too, if he's going to make up something like that about the Italian PM, then when the real thing comes along, the important things come along, you can't believe him on that either. But we've seen it play out for year after year. Yep.
We talked about this in the office. Do we do it this morning because we're used to it? But as you said, Suze, we've got to call it out when it just doesn't wash. And good for her for calling it out. Yep. Okay.